Everybody, let me back up a little bit. It is still, of course, Tuesday, February 1st. Now I get the date right now this time. 9:25 a.m. I just finished the Angelus video and finished uploading it. And I wanted to make this video because this is important to me. And, I mentioned it in one of the Prayerless Prayers video earlier this week, but, it deserves its own video, I think, personally. I have used Walgreens right over here, right next door for my prescriptions ever since I first moved here in 1998. And it was never great, but it's only gotten worse. It is terrible. If you get in anyone that knows that store, if you get in that line over there, you can have 4 people in front of you. You're going to be in there almost a half an hour for people to pick. It is ridiculous. It is absolutely, or more, or longer. But it's a minimum. It's going to be a minute when you go in there, because the people work like they don't give a shit. That's why. There's no sense of urgency. There's no sense of let's keep, efficiency. And not only that, unfortunately, the store doesn't really give them the kind of, they're screwed from the start. Even if they're trying to even in the best case scenario where they are working with some kind of sense of urgency, there's going to be a bottleneck always, because they don't give them the kind of staffing that they need to be able to do the job right. And so anyway, this last time I finally kind of had it, because they sent a prescription over, my doctor sent a prescription over there for nicotine gum, okay? Which is does not need a pre-authorization. And I found this out myself by doing 2 minutes of Googling. I found this out. Okay, they deal in Medi-Cal billing all day. It's their job to know what's going on. They know, it's ridiculous. And my medications got held up for over a week at Walgreens for nicotine gum, which doesn't need a pre-authorization, and I couldn't get my medication. So I called up Anchor Drugs, which is a little bit further down the street the other way, and I said I'd like to transfer my prescription there, because I just did the searching, and they don't need a pre-authorization, and the doctor's office is giving me a bunch of hubbub too on another issue. But so I'm going to leave that out. I'm not going to discuss that right now. It's not really important. I'd rather not if I really don't have to, because I'm not trying to make anyone look bad, just for the hell of it. And so anyway, so I called the doctor's office on, the Anchor Drugs on Monday, the 24th, January, okay? Last Monday. And I told him that Walgreens, it's a prescription for nicotine gum, and I gave him all my stuff, and he's like, well, let me see if I put it in here right now, if it'll come up fine. He's like, oh, no. He said, look, if you were to pick this up right now, it would be paid for. It's no problem. He said, but of course I've got to make sure that it's a real prescription from the doctor and stuff like that. So, let us do that, and we'll let you know. And I was like, okay. It kind of used to how long is this going to take? You know what I mean? So I said, well, should I try on my end too? Should I try, get my doctor maybe to call over to you? That was the problem. When it shouldn't be. That's what I'm trying to say. That should not have been a problem. And the woman at the desk was giving me all kinds of crap about an existing prescription needing to get permission from the doctor to call it over to another pharmacy. No, you don't. Okay? When I had decent insurance, I went to decent medical practices. That has never been a problem. So I'm sorry, I'm not buying that line about that right now. All right? And let me tell you something. I sent an email to the doctor, and I said, you know what? I'm a drug addict, and I don't talk to people that way. Because her tone on the phone and her words, I was sweet as pie to her on the phone. You know what I mean? And she talked to me like you should. I'm going to tell you right now, if I was a doctor and one of my staff ever talked to someone that way, she'd be gone. She'd be gone, because it's not going to make me look that way in my office at all. That's unacceptable. So I said to the doctor, I said, I'm a drug addict and I don't talk to people that way. Anyway, so the next day, Tuesday, I get a text saying your prescription's ready for pickup. And I go into Anchor Drugs. I'm there less than 6 minutes with 4 or 5 people in front of me, and I was out in 6 minutes. That has never happened at Walgreens. Now, I'm going to say, I'm sure it gets busy in there. It's my first time going there to pick up a prescription. You know what I mean? Who knows? I can't say, I don't want to give them a glowing review on the one time I went in there and stuff like that. But, but let me tell you something. To be as bad as Walgreens is, you'd have to work at it. You know what I mean? And this is like more of a mom and pop pharmacy where you have to kind of give a shit if you want to hold business. And that makes a very big difference in general. You know what I mean? The sense of like I don't know if, I guess it's entitlement, but it's just indifference at Walgreens is absolutely, and it's not all Walgreens stores. I've, been to many Walgreens where it's great, but the fact that they tolerate it at any of the Walgreens stores is kind of shitty. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to a great future, doing business with the Anchor Drugs Pharmacy. That's a little bit further from me, not too bad, just down the street, hop on the bike, get there in minutes. And so yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm really, really happy that I don't have to deal with the crap. Because Walgreens, you know what they did too, a couple times? Walgreens, while that prescription was being held there, after I went there one day and they were like, nope, still it's held up in insurance. They're waiting for a pre-auth. We're waiting for a pre-auth. After I had already asked them to call the doctor about it and was back there, they said, nope, still not ready. The next day, I get an email or a text or something like that that says, your prescription's ready for pickup. I call them because I'm like, no, it's not. And they're like, oh, no, it's still held up in insurance. And they're sending me fucking things saying it's ready for pickup. Like, come on. You know what I mean? It's just nonsense. They're so messed up over there. And it's been like that for years now I feel victory that I don't have to deal with that anymore, at least. So I thought it deserved its own video. Anyway, so that's all. I'm going to remind you all, as I always do in every single video, to brush your teeth, to floss, and to say your prayers. And I'll see you the next time. I love you all. Bye-bye.